Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie Jessica, who better remember that.
So if you guys can't tell, this is one of your guys' favorite videos, and this is convincing my bestie to read, where we convince the other to read in a series that they, or in a trope that they don't typically choose for themselves. And this time, it is time for me to convince Mandy to read something. Are you ready?
Yes, because when I logged in to this recording, it said the recording was convincing my bestie Mandy to read Age Gap.
Because you made the link with the title. So nice try. So today we're actually gonna do dark, but these are like dark and crazy. These are like dark on a whole nother level. Sorry, they just are. And I'll explain to you why they're kind of crazy when we get into them. I have 7 instead of the 6 because I just couldn't decide. But these are like the darker dark ones.
Like
So
dark and unhinged.
dark and crazy. Yep, dark and
Okay.
unhinged. A little bit. Yeah. So people been asking. There were some other ones that we could have done, and I was like, you know what? I can pull this one off easily.
That is true. Because
So
you're
here we go.
dark and crazy.
A little bit.
All right. Before we start, though, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to us, and we are in the midst of giving away lots of books this year on our channel. So hit that subscribe button so you are in the know of all of our fun giveaways. We have book club coming up in April, but at this time we don't know what it is because we record this early. But we do have
Yeah.
our buddy read with Amber and Jen on our channel, which is our 3-year buddy read anniversary. My pick, we each picked our own books. My pick was Duke by Jessica Peterson. Jessica's pick was
Leave Me Behind by K.M. Morinova.
and then Jen picked Right Your Wrongs by Candy Steiner, and Amber picked a Zoe Draven book. I keep forgetting the name of it.
It's the spinoff from the Horde King. So it's in the Horde King series, but it's like the new one with the dragon.
Yes. So we'd love to have you join us. We'll have a giveaway, lots of fun stuff happening for a 3-year anniversary, and that is on our channel April 19th.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Convince me.
Okay. All right. The first book that I have on this list, now I'll tell you too if there's audio. So I know that there is audio for this one, and that is Lamb by Sybil Knight. This is actually the second book in a series, but they're standalone, so you don't have to read the first book to read this one. This is about Maricela and Adrian. Adrian is a medical student, and Maricela is the daughter to this big bad mafia dude. This is I think he's mafia. This is a twisted retelling of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Do I need to recite that for you? I know.
I'm not familiar with it. I'm kidding.
Okay. Anyhow, so Maricela's dad is horrible. Like, he is a horrible, horrible person. He gave her mom a lobotomy so that she would cooperate. Yeah, horrible person. Now she's about to give her hand in marriage, selling her off basically to her stalker's brother.
What?
The stalker, though, actually is our hero. I mean, I use that term very lightly. And there's a situation where she gives him her virginity on the night before her wedding, and she ends up taking his baby toe. I think it was his baby toe. And then it's told in flashbacks. Then we see them several years later. There's definitely hate to love here. So there is audio for that one because I listened to it. Okay, so I know you're so excited, aren't you?
I miss Age Gap and aliens.
And aliens, I know. Okay, so the next book that I have is Burn for Me by Effie Campbell. So that one, I mean, you guys could tell, which is unhinged. This one's still a little unhinged. This is about Laura and Phoenix. So there is audio for this one as well. Laura is the daughter to a guy in the mafia. Don't ask me why they have mafia. It's just a side note with the mafia. And Phoenix is basically the fixer for the mafia. Like, he gets a call from them. He does not speak. He was in a horrible fire. His mouth actually kind of melted together. He just has like a hole in the side of his mouth where it didn't, where he can put like a straw in there and drink drinks for nutrients and stuff. Yeah, so he was in a bad fire. But his job is to go in and clean up the mess. And so he'll get a call from the mafia, and then he goes in and he uses his own personal accelerant all over the house, and he lights the house on fire and gets rid of all the evidence. So he gets a call one day that he needs to go to this house. There's been a family that's been taken care of, and he needs to go clean that up. And when he gets there, the mafia boss is there waiting for him, and he tells him it's already done. Well, he goes in and he can see that there's bodies there, but then he sees, he goes to check the upstairs room to make sure that there's no people around, and that is where he finds Laura. Laura is still alive. She has been shot, but she is still alive, and so he takes her and he flees. And there's things that happen there. So, okay.
Okay.
I know, you're so excited. Okay, obviously he's crazy. Another one that's crazy. And
Thank you for that side note. I was
welcome.
a little wonder. I was like curious.
Yeah, another one that's crazy, and it will make you personally feel crazy. And I know this is one that you've wanted to read, and there is audio for all 3 books. You only have to read the first one, but that is Psyop Kings by Kay Webster.
Oh,
yeah. So this one will make you question yourself, but it is dark and crazy. Probably more the lighter. I think this would be the lightest out of the 7 that I've got, but it's still very, very dark. So this is about Romy and Caius. So Romy is a college student, and she has a classmate that I wouldn't, they're more like acquaintances than friends, but they do projects together. And this classmate has gone missing, and Romy knows that the classmate wouldn't do that because she's there on scholarship, and she's talked about like how she is desperate to make sure that she graduates so that she can give herself a better life. And so Romy starts going to the head, like the faculty and stuff, and she's like, I think something's happened to her. And nobody will listen to her. They're like, oh no, she just dropped out. It happens all the time. So she decides, because she's the daughter of like a senator or something, that she is going to go and see what she can find out about this person. And it leads her to this banquet, or like this ball kind of thing, not a ball, but you know what I mean, like a big party. And that is where she runs into Caius and his brothers. It is being put on by the Crown. It's called the Crown Conspiracy, but it's like the Crown group. And basically what they do is they brainwash people. So she wakes up after this event in a box. And Caius is like, oh no, we've been together forever. We're engaged the whole 9. And she's like, I know that we're not, but she suffers from depression. So then she starts second guessing herself. And you as the reader second guess yourself as well. Like, what is really happening here? Did he brainwash her? Or is it legit? Like, you just question the whole time. So there's that one. It'll make you feel nuts. It really, really will. Okay. So the next one that I have is in this other book. And that is Deliria. Hold on, I've got it right here. There's not enough room on my table. Deliria by Ellie Sanders. Now, Ellie has written some dark stuff. This, I'd say, is a lighter on her dark stuff. But if you go to get this version, there's 2 different versions on Amazon. There's this version, and there's another one with a different cover. This one actually has the HEA at the end. The other one has more of a messed up ending. So I went for this one. This is the soft, extremely dark version. Which, who thought that would be a thing? But this is about Scarlett and Alex. And at least that's who we think the hero is going to be. So Scarlett suffers, like, she wakes up every day. It's hard to explain. She's got amnesia. And pretty much every day is a reset for her. She is on this island with who she believes to be her husband. She doesn't remember marrying him. She doesn't remember anything. And he might be slightly cruel to her as well. She's also there with her brother-in-law, who is Sebastian, who is really cruel to her. And again, every day her slate gets wiped clean, but she keeps trying to run away. Why is she trying to run away? What's really happening here? This one is twisted and so good. So just saying, I know how you feel about amnesia, but there is not audio for this one. And it is bigger. Okay. Then I have Keeping Her Under. Speaking of twisted and crazy.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about this one.
Yes. So there's not audio for this one yet, but this is Keeping Her Under by Miranda Grant. This is about Summer and Wrath. So this is Dr. Wrath. Dr. Wrath is a anesthesiologist, and he is working in the OR when Summer is brought in. She's been in a bad car accident and she's really out of it. Then they're about to put her under for surgery when she kind of opens her eyes and she looks at him and he just decides that was it. It was kismet. Like that was it. That was it for them. They are in love. So he, as the anesthesiologist, keeps her under so that he can spend some time with her. Now, I will say that nothing really, I mean, there's some things that probably happen that shouldn't happen, but when the deed is done, she will be awake for it. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So, you know, but yeah, it's very unhinged, but it was so good. So, you know, so good. Okay, this should be number 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got 2 more. So this one, I really feel like we need to give this author another chance because I did, and I don't hate myself for it. And that is Your Knife, My Heart by K.M. Morinova. This one is also dark and unhinged. Probably not the darkest thing on this list, but it is pretty doggone dark. And so this is about Emery and Cameron. Emery is, she's been arrested for, like, she's an assassin. Let's put it that she's an assassin. She's been arrested for killing like 10 men at one time, and the government caught her, and they decided that instead of putting her in prison forever, they're actually going to have her join this elite forces team, which is like the government owns, like, has these guys that are in these elite forces, and they do their bidding, but it's a very elite group, and most people do not make it out alive. And so they're sending her to Alaska to be trained, and her partner, because you have to have a partner, is Cameron. Now, he's been in the elite forces for a long time. He's already gone through the training, but he keeps killing his partners. So there's that. So they're sending him back to train with Emery, and she's told that she'll probably be dead, you know, the minute they get alone together. And it's kind of like Hunger Games in a way. It's really kind of cool.
Was Alaska done right?
Alaska was very vague, so it didn't bother me. But they start out in Bellingham.
Was Bellingham done right?
Yes, Bellingham was done right. Yes, it was. Okay. So the last one we have is one that I just read a couple weeks ago, and I'm actually in, but it's a duet. Book 2 just released. You only have to read book 1, like we always say. Only got to read book 1. This one does not have audio. The last K.M. Morinova did, though. This one does not. So this is Destroy Me by Samantha Dyes, who's also Mary Magdalene. But this is about Amelia and Nikolai. So Amelia is, at the beginning of this book, going on a hike with her fiance, Brian. I think it was Brian. Brian or Ben or whatever. We're just going to call him Brian. Yep, Brian. They're going on this hike. He's been having financial issues. They've been fighting. And so they're going on this hike to just really to reconnect with each other. And Brian keeps promising her he has got this figured out now. Like he's taking care of it. There's nothing to worry about anymore. She'll always, you know, there's a sign there. But okay, anyhow. So they're hiking. They decide they're going to camp out for the night. They do that. And in the middle of the night, she wakes up and he is no longer in her tent. So she gets out of the tent to go figure out what's going on, where he went, to kind of look for him in the pitch black middle of the night, when she runs into a giant, burly, surly guy who kidnaps her, knocks her out, kidnaps her, takes her back to his cabin where he keeps her cuffed to a wall by a chain. And I can't tell you any more than that. But where did Brian go? So, all right, there's 7 dark romances, and these are pretty dark. I mean, have I read darker? Yes, but these are dark and crazy, so they're pretty doggone dark. I know, you're so excited. Like, they're all on your TBR, aren't they? I think you're probably upset that the Amnesia one does not have audio, though, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to decide between Keeping Her Under and Your Knife, My Heart.
Which also, let me just say too, because you questioned this when we a second ago with me. If you decided to Keeping Her Under, you have to get it from Miranda's website. And I want to say it's roughly $5, because that's it's banned. I mean, obviously.
Which one do you think I would enjoy most out of those 2?
I really want you to read Keeping Her Under.
Okay.
But I also would like you to give Kaya Moronova a second shot. So I don't know.
I'll read Keeping Her Under.
Okay. All right. This is going to be fun.
Seems the less. I don't know.
I think it's out of all the darker ones, it's more twisted than it is dark. It's just very
Okay.
twisted. But yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here I go.
Okay. Well, we'll be back when you get done taking a walk on the wild side.
Okay.
Okay.
Dark and crazy. Here I come.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Mandy. So we're back. You read Keeping Her Under.
I did.
And how was that for you?
I don't really have a lot of words.
Cool. In a good way?
I don't know.
It's one of those books. Yeah.
It was different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
The writing is good. Like, it's
Mhm.
very easy to read and stay engaged. It is weird and wild, and I don't recommend the book if you ever plan to have any sort of surgery
Don't bother me.
or anything where you need anesthesia.
I would like it noted that I have had anesthesia since reading that book, and I had no problem with it.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
My colonoscopy.
Oh,
Yeah. Didn't bother me. I didn't even think about it now that you planted that daggone seed in my head. Here we go. Now,
yeah.
you know,
It was
I'm sorry,
different.
but it would be different if I was young and some doctor thought I was hot when I looked at him, and that's not happening. I'm an old woman now. Not concerned. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And my husband had better not leave my side if something like that were to happen either. So, because she was just left alone in the hospital.
True.
Yeah,
But it started when she was in surgery.
it did. It did. I have a little bit more trust in my doctors, but yeah, it's crazy. It's twisted. So, what did you give it star wise? Are you still trying to figure that out?
I don't know. It's definitely very crazy and twisted. It's very dark, but it's dark in some ways that I don't really necessarily enjoy reading,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. Like, I
Yeah.
do like some dark romance. This one just has some that is not really my thing, but it was definitely very different.
Yeah. 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 I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It is different.
I
For sure.
don't really
It's
know
not going to
how
be for
to-
everybody.
I don't really know how to rate it, so I may just leave it without a rating because the writing was really good. Like, it's an easy book to get into and to read, but there's things in it that just are not really for me,
It's the
I
context.
guess. Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
so therefore it's like one of those things, like, she's very honest about what the book's about.
Yep.
You know? So, like, I
Yep.
don't always feel right when we do these types of convincings where, you know what I mean? Like,
I
it
do.
doesn't
Yeah.
feel right to like
Because you know
negatively
what you're getting
rate
yourself
it.
into. Yeah.
But I also don't feel like I would negatively rate it because it's probably not a book I would have. I might have started it and been like, this isn't for me. And I don't even think I would have DNF'd it. I would have just been like,
Right.
this is dark in a weird and twisted way that I don't really care to read. And I would have
Mhm.
just moved on. So do you see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, it makes
Yeah.
it hard to assign
Yeah.
a
And
rating.
it's typically not something you would have picked up for yourself anyway.
Probably not.
But I did because it's right up my alley.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
It is. So.
I am so worried about her.
It's fiction. My head has a really easy time of separating fiction from reality, and I think that's I don't get it.
Really?
Yes.
Lies.
What?
You called me hysterical reading a book. Don't you ever leave me.
Well, I mean, because that is a real life experience. Don't you ever try and die on me. That is a real life experience. This had better not be. Let's just
Yeah.
You
I
know.
was actually a little nervous because I was almost done with it last night when I went to bed. So I finished the last few pages this morning when I woke up. But I'm like, I hope I don't have nightmares from this. Because it's a little
Yeah.
wild. Not just the hospital stuff, like the outside
Hmm.
of the hospital is
Yeah.
more, yeah,
Great,
I'll
great.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Next, you need to go read the amnesia one. Just say. So, okay.
Okay.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up. We've traumatized Mandy enough, and we'll see if you guys can get traumatized by whatever you choose. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Do your
well,
thing.
make sure you check back on Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and usually Wednesdays for new videos from us.
Thanks for watching, guys. Check your trigger warnings, and we'll see you in the next video.